Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mel's Point of View. I'm Carl, this is Dave, and we're here to talk to you today about unconditional love. Is it real, or is it a false narrative that sets us up for failure in our relationships? Hey, what you think about that?
Well, how y'all doing, first of all? Y'all know how I feel about it. Y'all know me from last show. I think it's fake. I don't think it's real. I think it's something that was created that just sounds good. It's an emotional thing. A lot of times, when we make decisions, it's all based off emotion, especially in relationships. First and foremost, in marriage. I've been married for 11 years, folks. So it's like when you walk down the aisle with a sense of empowerment, a sense of emotion.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. After you say I do, you say your vows and everything. The key vows you say is for sickness and health, for death to do us part. And, those vows are supposed to be biblically based off unconditional love. So when you hear all those terms, sickness and health, they forget to tell you guys, they told us this. You can go on your honeymoon. I say the first week, all that unconditional stuff, everything is based on conditions. Where you put tile, where you go, where you walk. And it's just my point of view, folks. It's not everybody's, but what I feel is like, Carol, it's a lot of false things that say I'm like a truth teller. So I like to bring truth from my perspective, your point of view, where it evens the playing field, because you're going to hear Cinderella or Cinderfella story before you walk down the aisle. Then it turns into Beauty and the Beast. It changes. It completely changes.
Let me ask you this, Dave.
Okay.
Are you talking about marriage with this unconditional love?
Well, not just marriage, just relationships in general.
Okay, relationships in general. So, does that consist of a person that's single?
Yeah.
Can he have unconditional love?
Of course.
Can he have issues with the unconditional love of a single person?
That's true. I mean, yeah, of course, because, I look at it as marriage, they're all relationships. Marriage just gives it a term that's supposed to be quote unquote in the eyes of God. But relationships determine your well-being. Let's say if you're in a relationship with a young lady, when you say single, you have to make sure she understands. You're single, but you're free to mingle. You're single, but you're free to have fun. You're single, but you guys have to have an understanding that, it's, you say the word single. Let's dive into that for a second.
Well, let's get into that for a little bit.
Single really doesn't mean anything. That's another term you call yourself. I figure just be honest with the young lady and say, look, I'm going to dib here and dab there. If you dib here and dab there, let's keep it real. But if you do what you do, as long as you're honest, I believe that's where the unconditional love comes in. Because you don't have to love a person to be married to them. A lot of people are married based on conditions, money. A lot of dudes stay married because they ain't got no place to go. So they're going to deal with all the nonsense, all the complaining, or they make some, a spot in the basement or a spot in the garage just to get away. So even when it's based on unconditional things that it's supposed to be, it's still, everything is going to still come down to conditions, everything.
But I agree with you on that, Dave, but I still look at it, as you say, being truthful with the lady or whoever you're dealing with. Even if you be truthful with them, they still can't handle that truth, because you shouldn't have been telling a lady that you would like to, you want to be single and mingle and do what you do. But she can't handle that, because if she's been with you and she's formed an emotional bond, then it's all downhill from there, because she ain't thinking about nobody else. She just thinking about you and her. And then she don't want all the other hers. She won't understand why it can't just be you and her.
I look at it like, fellas, ladies, I know you hate to hear this. I'm going to give you some advice. Just lie. That's all you can do. It's just lie. Most women won't like to hear that, but ladies, I'm being honest with you. Men, we lie because we can't live up to those conditions. those expectations you set for us, we can't do it. I mean, God probably can't do it when it comes to a woman. So I love women. I cherish you guys, but the expectations, I look at it like this. When you're, like you just said, when you're in a relationship, a woman, they really don't want you to look at other women. So I look at it as, what are you supposed to look at?
You supposed to stop being a man then.
Exactly.
In a relationship.
Exactly.
No.
So it seems the conditions that's basically put on you. From my point of view, ladies, the conditions that's put on guys is unrealistic. It's unrealistic conditions where you have to provide love but know how to shut up. You have to be a father, you have to be a lover, you have to be so many different roles. But when it comes to the other side, men, we really don't put that many conditions on women. Our conditions is food, sex, sometimes conversation. Sometimes we pretend we're listening and disagree. We agree with everything.
We simple. We simple. Yeah, we don't need much.
Exactly.
And that's what they don't understand. But once again, I'm still on that part where you just saying, just lie. Like I tell anyone, I've told plenty of them, that men lie because they try to spare your feelings because they care about you. And y'all always say, well, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Well, the fact is, you can't handle the truth. Even if we told you that, you can't handle it. You really don't want to know what the truth is. But when you find out what the truth is, what are you going to do after that? Some of you may leave, the majority of you stay. So then what was the purpose of me telling you what time it was anyway?
Exactly. That's what I mean when I say unconditional love. Unconditional love is supposed to be, regardless of the circumstances, love prevails. That's what they tell you. The pastor will tell you. Dr. Phil will tell you. Everybody will tell you that, but you go home and say, lady, I know you my lady, I love you, but I'm just a pervert. I like to see other women. It's gonna change. All that, for no matter what, it's gonna change. So that's why I don't really believe in unconditional love. Let me take that back. I say the most unconditional love you will actually see, but sometimes you won't, is for your child. That's the only thing. So it's like when you get married, you expect that condition. You expect, okay, she's gonna love me unconditionally, or he's gonna love me unconditionally. But we all go into it with a false narrative. This is why you see so many relationships failing. People say relationships are hard work. It's not really that much hard work in a relationship. It's just having an understanding. And most people, they don't want to understand. People selfish. Listen, folks crazy, people deranged, and people just want their own way. So that unconditional thing, I really don't think it exists.
I agree with you, but then I had to say I disagree a little bit because, I speak to a situation that I know about. It's a guy that's going through something with his wife. Okay. And me being single, I would never go through what he's going through right now. Okay. And I got to say, it got to be some unconditional love for you to stick around knowing what your wife is doing. Okay. And it just got to be unconditional, man. Because I'm just saying, I would have been up and out a long time ago. You can't cheat on me and then expect me to sit there and stay or even beg you for one.
That's the thing. I don't think that's unconditional love. I just think that's love within itself. Because I look at it as, I've been married for 11 years. And I'm going to be honest, if my wife was to fool around on me, I probably would stay there. Because I ain't got nowhere to go. I ain't got nowhere to go. So I'm just being honest with you, fellas.
It's cheaper to keep.
Right, in some conditions, you got to take what you're going. It's all on what you're going to put up with. It's a certain amount of disrespect.
Toleration.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it again.
So
toleration.
It's a certain amount of tolerance you got to have. People do what they allow you to do, or what you allow them to do. Excuse me. So sometimes, you got to teach people how to treat you. You can't be the nice man all the time, because when you think of unconditional love, that turns you to the nice guy. You finish last, fellas. That woman gonna run over you. See, you can be the nice guy, or you gonna be getting beat up, hot grits like Al Green, whatever that is. So I mean, you got to be the mean.
Hey, but you're right though. But you got to stand up and stand your ground, man, and know that you are laying in what you're doing. Cause even with what you said being nice, sometimes people take your niceness and mistake it for weakness.
Exactly.
And you know, I hear women all the time sit up there and say, "Well, I'm kind of disappointed because I let a nice guy get away from me." Well, you had the opportunity to be with that nice guy, but you wanted that thug. You wanted that roughneck. You like to get smacked around a couple of times and stuff, and that just make you feel like he loves you. Now he don't love you, dope. You know, beat
all types of
going down the stairs.
I've had women, literally, and this may be disgusting, ladies, but there are women out there tell you to spit on them. I'm serious, everything. So that's the thing. It's a variety of freaks out here. It's a variety of normal folks and weirdos.
Yes.
So, you know, when you look at the whole unconditional love thing, everything is based on a condition. You have to provide, you have to do this, the woman has to do this. So it's like when you say, I'm going to do this based on unconditional love, you know, it's almost seemed like marriage is a hustle to me. It seemed like everybody get together and sit in the back and laugh while you getting ready. And they like, we already know what's going to happen. They going to need counselors. They going to need therapy, drink, everything. So, I mean, you know, I just put out topics where it's something to think about. I like to cause people to think and not just to learn.
It's a job, huh? It's a job to be in a relationship. Y'all just don't understand. It's hard work.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard work. Thank y'all for tuning in to Mel's Point of View. And on that note, we out. Stay single, baby. Peace.